What's going on, YouTube? This is Fish Week Phil coming to you with another update on my Cobalt Aquatics C-Vue 40. Just want to let you guys know what's been happening with this tank. I have increased my light levels to try to maximize the growth and particularly more of the aquapores in my tank, but not by much. Literally, I went up 2% about a month ago. Had a little bit of algae breakout, and I just pushed it up another 2% on all my channels again a couple of days ago. And just 2%, well, 4% gross. And man, look at this rock. Look at all the algae on that. You see that? It's not looking so hot, is it? Not looking so hot at all. Look at that. Look at that rock there. That's the one closest to the light. I'm okay with that though, because this gives me an opportunity to try something I've read about, and some of you guys are probably already doing, carbon dosing. I'm not going to. I looked up no-pox, and one of the things I did not like, and please feel free to chime in if you use no-pox or if you've had experience with no-pox, is that red slime it seems to leave behind in your tank. I don't want any part of that. So I'm going to be looking more into carbon dosing, and I think I'm going to probably be leaning more on sugar. We'll see. And I will be doing a video exclusively on that. I just want to look more into it. I have some time ago and decided I wasn't going to do it. That's not really the right way to control nutrients. You want to try to control nutrients from the source. Right now, it's kind of, I've actually reduced my feeding, so water change schedule is still the same. So I gotta look at some other things to see what's going on in here. But I think I want to try the carbon dosing just to see the results of it. It's just to see the effects on the tank, because this is the perfect time to try things for me, because I will be breaking this tank down. So right now I'm okay with it getting ugly so long as the health of my corals and fish are not compromised to a point where they're being hurt. Right now, even with the tank and the with all the algae and stuff looking gross, the coral growth I'm getting in here is just bonkers. I actually had to move my Midas zoanthid colony from here to there because it was actually encroaching on this rock. Right now, I want to get my I want to give these all the chance in the world to grow, and you can see they're actually, some of them are closed because I think the fish just swam by them. But I want to give it, and this is actually, I took this out and scraped all the algae off on there to give it a chance to live some climatines. Give the zoas a chance to grow up on that rock. These are slower growing, but man, these Midas zoanthids grow like they're supercharged. But I mean, right now everything in this tank is growing. Look at the bubblegum digitata. You see that at the edge there, at the bottom there, spreading over the rock. So my bug out stylopora, same thing. Everything is growing, man. Like it's doing, everything is dope. This torch is gone bananas. It's out of the blue. This thing has spread out. It's now, I believe it's got 3 heads, and I think they're splitting. They're still splitting. Look at my red planet covering a rock. Like I really need to give you guys a top shot of this, because I don't think it'll be a better view of what's happening. Let me turn my to turn it off for a moment real quick. The red planet is just encrusted all over the rock there. Same thing as this blue teal. I never got the name of this. It's like a blue teal, blue steel Aquapora. That's the name that they gave it to me. And of course, these purple candy canes, these things have gotten bigger. And actually I could see it the head is about to split. That's the most growth I've seen in this thing. And it's one of the oldest corals I have. I can't pay it to grow. Look at my Recordia mushroom. It's still splitting. Now we have one independent one split off of there, and you can see it getting ready to split again. So that's doing well. And this is my, this was a rainbow digitata I had in a piece that fell off my, off of the one I have in my Fluval 13.5, and I took it. It's a nice big piece. So I took it and I stuck it up on there, and it's doing wonderful. So everything is doing great, man. Like I am very happy with the coral growth. So I'm gonna continue feeding, my schedules and everything like that. My water changes, I'm doing weekly water changes. I'm not messing with that. Yeah, it's everything is pretty dope. One thing I want to do is this refugium light. I'm not happy with it, so that's like I said before, that's gonna come out of there. I'm changing that up. Man, look at this, Duncan. Look at this thing, man. It's crazy. Like this thing is like full out. Like, give me space. Get the hell out my way. It's beautiful. Like, wow. You can see that. Damn, I wish you guys could see the way I've seen it. And these cameras will never ever replace your eyes. But man, the colors, the greens, like in the middle, it's got such a very light green, almost a white, and then it just gets darker as it goes out. And these things are, man, looking dope. I've been feeding my corals. Like I've been feeding heavily, but not as often. So what I do now, I've been feeding once a week, and then dosing 2-part, and also C-Chem's, I forgot the name of it, the fuel. And I do that. I do it twice a week. By 2-part, I'm doing every other day. I'm trying to automate my dosing so it's more consistent. More on that probably in a later video, probably after the holidays. I'm going to at least get that set up and running, at least in this tank, so I can be more consistent. I think consistency is key. Whatever I do, I try to be consistent with it, whether it's water changes, feedings. I try to feed within the same period of time all the time. That's why these guys are up like this, because usually right now I'd be feeding them, but I figured the fam's not home yet, so it's nice and quiet. So I clean the glass a little bit so I can shoot the video. And look at these hammers. Every time I move this hammer over, I don't know if you can see the base of it. Every time I move this hammer over, it just spreads out. It's been fucking with this Aquapora for some time, or Digitata for some time. Like they don't quite hit, but it gets just close enough to like, hey, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you. And I keep moving it over and over and over, but that's okay. Like as long as they kind of respect each other's boundaries, I'm good with that. Eventually, all this is gonna be moved. We're going to a bigger tank. Everybody's gonna have space. Everybody's gonna be happy. Another thing, I'm worried about this torch, burning stuff, getting that Montipora setosa on the side there. If you look, it's Looks like it's just out of reach, but it's growing so fast. I gotta actually had to move this because I had to actually move this before because it was getting too close to that. So I moved it out of the way, and it's grown out even more. And look at it, just about like they come so close, but not quite. So I'm like, okay, you're good for now, but at the rate that it's growing, it's I gotta really watch it. Anyway, just a quick update. Have a Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate merrily. Wish you all the best. This is Fish Freak Phil signing off. Do your research, try things out, and see what happens. Later, y'all.